Bonjour, aujourd'hui nous allons parler du chapitre 4, partie 2. Again, we're going to stick with conjugation, some specific verbs that have a slightly different conjugation than what we are used to. So we're going to do that. It's going to be the verb préféré on acheter. And also we're going to try to make our sentences a little bit better. And we're going to use adjectives as a noun. This way we don't have to do repetition. Okay, so I'm going to go here, share my Word document as usual, and we're going to start. So, les verbes préférer, et acheter, par exemple. Là. There's a couple more. You can check in your book, you have a list of them. Les verbes préférés et acheter, up, I'm going to put my accent. Those verbs, they are ER verbs, right? We know that. They're going to be conjugated slightly different because what's happening, we have consonant, which is the R here, and we have a vowel before, and we have a vowel after. And in some case, the vowel after the E is going to be a silent E. And that's going to change the sound of the previous E. So it's a little tricky, but you're going to see. What I'm going to do, I'm going to write them down, and then we're going to go through everything. Tu préfères, il. I'm missing my accent, I know that, right? I'm going to fix that after. In fact, I'm going to do that with you, so you're going to see what's happening. Nous préférons, vous préférez, and then il, elle. Ooh, I'm missing something. Il, elle. Wow. Okay, let's try again. Here we go. Elle préfère. D'accord? So, obviously, the computer is not happy, so I'm going to just let him do his stuff. Tac. Préférons, préférer, and préfère. So, ER verb, what do? I drop the R and I put E at the end. I drop the ER and I put the E. I put the ES, I put the E, I put the ONS, I put the EZ, and I put the ENT. We know that, right? Préférer, that's me to prefer, by the way. Préférer, to prefer. D'accord? Préférer, to prefer. So, now you're going to be like, okay, fine, Sebastian, we got that. ER verb, I drop the ER, I put EES, EONS, EZ, ENT. Make sure it's matching my subject. Perfect. But look what's happened here. Something happened here. Look at my accent. Okay. My accent is in the overway. Okay. I'm going to zoom on it. I don't do that usually, but I'm going to do that. Okay, you see? Instead of having, well, I zoom maybe a little bit too much, the accent aigu and accent aigu, here, I have a new accent aigu on accent grave. Accent aigu on accent grave. Accent aigu on accent grave. Here, we didn't change anything. Here, we didn't change anything. And here, accent aigu on accent grave. Listen to the sound of it. So, préférer. Et, préférer. Listen to that. Je préfère. Tu préfères. Il, elle, on préfère. Nous préférons. Vous préférez. Il, elle préfère. So, what's happening here? For some of them, je, tu, il, elle, on, and il, elle in plural, this sound change. It goes from A to E. And we do that because we have a silent E after. Silent E, silent E. And here we do nothing because there is no silent E. Because that's A, that's on. So, préférons, we don't change anything. Préférer, we don't change anything. Here I have a silent E, préfère. Silent E, préfère, préfère, préfère. These are all the same sound, actually. Okay, so you're going to have to be careful. There is a rule in French when you have a consonant with a silent E after, the E before, the sound is going to change. So you have two solutions to do that. You either put an accent and sometimes you're going to double the consonant. But here we're just going to focus on the accent. So what we're going to do for acheter, it's going to be exactly the same thing. We're going to add an accent. How am I going to do that? Up. I'm going to do that like that. Is that going to be a mass or not? I'm going to try. Okay, bear with me here. I'm going to do that because I don't want to redo twice the same thing, but I guess I may have to. Acheter, acheter. To acheter, it's to buy. Hein? To buy. Okay. Yeah, it's not a good start. I would put apostrophe because, let's see. Oh, look at that. It's not too bad. J'achète. Oh, oh, oh. Tu, look at me. Achète. Why are they unhappy? Oh, because they have a space here. Il, elle, achète. OK. Nous achetons. Vous achetez. Il, elle achète. D'accord? Boom. OK. Same thing. I have a silent E after, silent E, silent E. My E before the consonant is going to change. Acheter, achète, achète, achète. Here, because we have it's not a silent E. Achetons, acheter, achète. Okay, so be careful with that. Again, those are the verbs, you need to recognize them. I'm not especially asking you to know exactly the conjugation of every single one of them. What I'm asking you is that, hey, be able to recognize them. Once you recognize them, you're like, oh, that's a tricky one. I have R here. I have E, R, E. That's going to be a tricky one. I need to double check. E, T, E, I need to double check. Okay. And there's a bunch of them. You're going to see in your books, you're going to have espérer, répéter, amener, lever, promener. And they're going to all be conjugated the same way. Okay, nothing complicated. Again, here, if you have a doubt, go on the website, the Becherel website, and double check with that. And that's going to be very nice. Okay, so now we're going to stop with the conjugation. We're going to talk about les adjectifs utilisés comme nom. Adjectifs utilisés comme nom. So, you're going to be like, what on earth is this thing? Well, you're going to see. In English, you're going to say something. I like the. Let's say, do you like the blue T-shirt or the white T-shirt? Okay, that's a question. Do you like the blue T-shirt or the white T-shirt? Hey, you know what? We're going to put pants because T-shirt is the same in English, or the white pants. Or the white pants. Do you like the blue pants or do you prefer the white pants? It doesn't matter. Okay, so that, you know what? I'm going to put that in English. So it's not wonder. And what? Do we put an S at pants? Blue pants? Oh, I guess we do. That's very bizarre. Pants. Okay. Anyway, what you can say also, you can also say, do you like the blue pants or the white one? Do you agree with that? So this way, I don't do a repetition with the word pants. Okay? So look what I did here. And that's English. Huh? I replace pants, purple, by the one. D'accord? So I replace the noun. Here it's going to be an article plus a number one. But the idea is that we don't want to do the repetition. So we make the noun disappear and we replace it by something small. Okay? In French, we're going to do exactly the same. Est-ce que tu aimes, est-ce que tu aimes le pantalon bleu, bleu ou le pantalon blanc? D'accord? Question. Tu aimes. What did I forget here? Yes, I forgot my S. Est-ce que tu aimes le pantalon bleu ou le pantalon blanc? So here, instead of repeating le pantalon, I'm going to do the same thing. Est-ce que tu aimes le pantalon bleu ou le blanc? D'accord? And you see what I did? I replace le pantalon by just le. And I like it. Okay? This way, I don't do repetition. Okay? Let's say if it was instead of pantalon, if it was la cravate, that's going to be replaced by la. So, I'm going to do an example. Est-ce que tu préfères la cravate bleue ou la rouge? D'accord? Here, I'm going to put an accent and I'm going to put an S at the end. Thank you. Est-ce que tu préfères la cravate bleue ou la rouge? D'accord? And you agree that up here I'm going to put an E because cravat it's feminine. That replace la cravate. Huh. La cravate. OK? Est-ce que tu veux les lunettes vertes ou les roses? That would be interesting. Pink glasses. D'accord? I'm going to put les lunettes. And that's going to be replaced by les. And here I'm going to put ça. Le pantalon. That's going to be replaced by le. D'accord? Est-ce que tu préfères les lunettes vertes ou les roses? Les mean les lunettes. And this way, I don't have to repeat it. Okay? So, you do that in English. Do you want the green glasses or the pink one? That means the pink one. Do you prefer the blue tie or the red one? Là means the one red, the red one. Est-ce que tu aimes le pantalon bleu ou le blanc? Okay, so we're going to pick le, la, les, and it's going to have to match the noun we want to replace. If the noun is feminine, it's going to be la. If the noun is plural, it's going to be les. If the noun is masculine, it's going to be le. Okay? Nothing complicated. We've done that before. We are used to masculine, feminine. Here it's going to be exactly the same thing. In English, you just say the white one, the blue one, the red one. In French, the is going to have to be matching the gender and the number of what we want to replace. Okay? Very logical. And if we follow this rule, we're going to be just fine. Look at your book. You're going to have not your book. Well, you can look at your book. Yes, please look at your book. But do the exercise. You're going to have a bunch of exercise on the homework. Doing that, and you're going to quickly realize, oh, yes, my noun is plural, I use les. My noun is feminine, I use la. My noun is masculine, I use le. Hey, when it's feminine, by the way, don't forget to put everything feminine, right? Did you see what I did here? I put a nice little E at the end. You see what I did here? It's feminine plural. I put ES at the end, right? Here I put S, right? You know what I mean? Don't forget. It's not because we're doing something else here that we need to forget what we learned before, okay? My adjective need to match gender and number with my noun. My noun is feminine, my adjective is feminine. My noun is plural, my adjective is plural. My noun is plural feminine, my adjective is plural feminine, okay? So be careful with that. You see here, if instead of le pantalon, it was la cravate, blanc ou la benne, la blanche. Right? Let's change that. La blanche, right? And here, that's feminine. You know what I mean? Because blanc, it's an irregular one. We did that last chapter. We don't forget that, right? Do you prefer the blue tie or the white tie? Tie, it's feminine, so my adjective is going to be feminine. Do not forget all of that. Okay, excellent. So that's going to be for this. That's going to be it for this lesson. They're going to tell you also page 132 for application. They tell you with agreement with number, it's the same. If you talk about something and it's feminine, the number is going to be feminine for the number one. So watch, for example, we say, for example, it's going to be what? 21 ruler, which is crazy. Rulers, okay? And that we say 20 et une règle. OK, 21 règles. Because règle, it's a feminine word, so I'm going to use une instead of un. D'accord? Rulers, they are not happy with me here. Oh, because, yes, it's in English. OK? So, again here, règle, it's going to be feminine, so my number is going to be feminine. Page 132 of your application. Nothing complicated. So that's it for today. If you have any question, as usual, go into the discussion section and I'm going to be happy to answer to them. Bon courage et à plus. Merci.